Imagine a man so bold he declares himself Emperor of the United States, prints his own money, and convinces a city to play along, all while wearing a feathered hat and a second-hand military coat. This isn't a fever dream. It's the life of Joshua Abraham Norton, a 19th century San Franciscan who turned failure into the funniest reign that never was. Buckle up for a tale of rice, riches, ruin, and ridiculousness. Born in 1818 in England, Joshua Norton spent his early years in South Africa, where his merchant father taught him the art of trade. In 1849, lured by California's gold rush, Norton sailed to San Francisco with $40,000 in his pocket, a fortune back then. He wasn't panning for gold, he was panning for profit. Real estate and commodities were his game, and he played it well, amassing a $250,000 empire. The man was a walking success story, until he gambled it all on rice. In 1852, a famine in China spiked rice prices. Norton saw his chance to corner the market, sinking everything into a Peruvian shipment. But fate's a prankster. Ships flooded San Francisco with rice, prices crashed, and Norton's fortune drowned. Lawsuits piled up like bad debts, and by 1856, he was bankrupt, a king stripped of his crown. Most men would slink away. Norton, he reinvented himself as royalty. On September 17, 1859, the San Francisco Bulletin, 6th, printed a proclamation. I, Joshua Norton, do hereby declare myself Emperor of these United States. No election, no coup, just chutzpah. He claimed the U.S. government was a mess and he'd fix it. People laughed, but they loved it. Norton strutted through the streets in a donated blue uniform, complete with epaulets and a beaver hat sprouting ostrich plumes. He issued decrees, like banning the word Frisco, a $25 fine, take that hipsters, and dissolving Congress, sadly unenforceable. Here's the kicker, San Francisco played along. Restaurants accepted his self-printed Norton dollars, 50 cents to $10 bills adorned with his bearded mug. Theaters reserved him seats. When a cop arrested him in 1867 for vagrancy, public outrage got him released with an apology. The officer reportedly saluted, "Sorry, Your Majesty." Even the 1870 census listed his occupation as Emperor. He was a walking punchline who'd mastered the art of being in on the joke. Norton's reign wasn't all laughs. He lived broke, crashing in boarding houses, yet he dined with dignitaries and championed odd causes, like taxing the rich and praising bridges before they were cool. His pet dogs, Bummer and Lazarus, were local celebrities, mooching scraps alongside him. When he collapsed on January 8, 1880, at age 61, thousands mourned. Newspapers wailed, "The Emperor is dead!" His funeral drew 10,000, more than some real rulers get. Joshua Norton didn't conquer nations or win wars, but he conquered absurdity. From rice ruin to royal ruse, he turned a busted life into a 20-year comedy act. San Francisco still toasts Emperor Norton, proof one man's madness can be a city's treasure. Long live the Emperor of Laughs.